Hey y'all, I'm Diane and welcome to my farmstead dream. Today we're getting in the thick of it in the garden. We're going to do some ditching out. We're going to do some succession sowing. We're going to do probably some major weeding because it's pretty bad. And we're going to do some planting of seeds, and you know, it's the end of June here. And here, our frost day is at the end of October. So I still have a good, July, August, September, October. I have a good 4 months of growing. So I'm going to take advantage of that. And I'm going to get rid of some things that aren't doing so great. And I'm going to move some stuff around. And we're going to make us a whole new garden. Not really. But I'm saying I'm going to plant a lot of stuff, and so we're going to have the opportunity to get more stuff growing and to have some new fresh things like some, you know, my cucumbers, they're doing really well, but they will eventually peter out. So I'm going to go ahead and sow some more cucumber seeds. I am struggling with my zucchini, so I'm going to sow some more of those seeds. I'm struggling a little bit with my squash, so I'm going to sow some more of those. I'm going to sow some beans. I'm going to try to sow some lettuce. I don't know if I'm going to be successful at it, but I have, I have a whole little basket full of seeds here that we're going to try and see what we can do with. And I got my garden bag, and I got my hat and my headband, because it is super duper hot out here today. It's like, well, it's in the mid-90s. I'm probably heading up because it's only 11:30, so it's going to be a hot one today. So we're going to sweat and plant and pull and have lots of fun in the garden. So join me, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. All of this broccoli has to go so that I can plant some things in its place, because the broccoli is finished. As you can see, I have made a big old mess. I have pulled out the majority of the broccoli out of the garden. I did leave 2 plants, that one there, and then there's one right there. I want to let them go to seed so that I can get the seeds. A lot of these sunflowers are in my way for what I want to do, so I'm probably going to be trying to move some of those. Now, sunflowers don't love to be moved, so we'll see how they do, but I need this space because I'm going to plant more beans and cucumbers. Not cucumbers. Cucumbers will not be planted over here, but I'm going to plant beans and squash and zucchini and whatever else I have in my little basket of seeds. So the first thing I'm going to do is start moving some sunflowers around. I have transplanted sunflowers before and they made it okay, but like I say, they don't love it. So I'm going to go ahead and move the sunflowers. I'm not going to video it because how boring would that be, but I'm going to move the sunflowers and then we'll get to planting. Holy cow, guys, it is super duper hot outside, so I'm having to come inside every little bit and take a break to cool off, because I don't want to have heat stroke out there because I'm here by myself. So that would not be a good thing. So as I'm taking my breaks, I'm doing some computer work and some editing and things like that. So it's hot. Okay, here we go, y'all. Back at it again. Little bits at a time when it's this hot, right? Let's go plant some seeds. Okay, we're going to start here, and I have beans here, so I'm going to plant this section here with a bunch more beans. These are bush beans. I have velour haricot vert bush bean, tender green, and Ford Hook limas. So we're just going to plant some of those kind of in this area. Y'all know me, I don't plant rows, so I'm just going to do some random planting. Okay, I went inside and cooled off and had a little lunch. Now it's time to get back at it. Okay, so I think I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and chop down this lettuce that has gone to seed. Both these and that one over there. Because they're in the way, they're taking up sun. They're blocking, that one over there is blocking, it's blocking my tomatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and chop those down, and then I'm going to plant some cucumber seeds. Okay, so I have my cucumbers planted. So now, once these cucumbers start struggling, which this one already has, I don't know what's going on here, so I need to kind of take a peek at that and see what the deal is with that. But it appears to be the only one who's having a problem, so I may just have to pull that one out. And yeah, it looks like it's just dying all the way down the vine. I don't know if you can see that vine, but it's just struggling. So, you know, hopefully these other ones will sprout up and we can keep having cucumbers. Y'all, it is so hot out here that it hurt my hand to grab the handle of my trowel. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and give my strawberries some water, because I don't want them to struggle. And all of these plants here in the pots, you know, they tend to struggle a little more in the heat. So I'm going to go ahead and water them, and then we're going to go, I think we're going to go out to the front of the house and maybe plant some herbs in that that bed that's empty. You'll know it when I show it to you. So I'll either do that today, or as hot as it is, I mean, it's super hot out here, like stifling hot, and I'm burning. So I may have to go in for the day. I'm going to go in for a few minutes just to see how I feel But if not, I will continue the video in the morning. Also need to wet down really well all of this area where I've planted those seeds, because it needs to stay wet so that the seeds can germinate. And do you see this sunflower right here? He looks pitiful, doesn't he? The ones that I transplanted a while back, they looked like that for quite a while, and then they bounced back. So hopefully they'll bounce back, but if they don't, I'm okay with that too. You know, sometimes you just have to make room in the garden for the things that you need in the garden. So I'm just going to wet everything down really, really well and make sure it's good and soaked. Here's where I put some zucchini. Beans are over here. There's beans and squash over here. Okay, so it's too hot today to go back outside. So I'm going to wait till in the morning to do the herb bed. And I think in that bed I'm going to put some lettuces and some herbs and just whatever I can fit in there. And I'm going to pack it in. It doesn't get a whole lot of sun, so I think that the herbs will do well in there, because sometimes the herbs like a little bit of shade. But as you can see, I have a big huge mess on my desk, so I'm going to clean this up. Y'all, look, I have all of these seed packs out. Then I have all of these seed packs out. These are the ones I'm working with. These are the ones I planted today, other than this. I did not plant these today, so that can go back in there. So yeah, I need to get organized. And then this, oh, there's a spider. This is a pair of herb scissors, multi-blade herb scissors that I got from Johnny's Seeds. And so I was going to put this in my journal, and I was also going to note in my journal what I planted today. So let me clear off my desk and I'll show you my journal. Okay, so this is my journal. I started it in 2022, and I've gone through 2023 and 2024 with it. I think I've shown this to y'all before. But anyway, this is how I keep a record. This is my version of here, let me change the camera around a little bit. This is my version of a sketch of my garden. But this is where I keep track of what I've done, when I've done it, what I've planted, when I planted it, when I sowed the seed, harvest times for everything, when I've fertilized things, things that, you know, to-do lists and things that need to be done. See here, I gave the front beds some Epsom salt, bone meal, and worm castings. So this is just how I keep up with, you know, what I've done in the garden, so that I know what needs to be done, so that I know when I've fed it, all that good stuff. So it just kind of helps me keep a little bit of a better track of what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and journal in here as far as what I have planted today. But anyway, I just wanted to show you my journal. So, and then I'll see you in the morning. We'll come back and do the herb bed. See, just a quick few notes, and then I made notes for what I need to do tomorrow. So these are the things that I need to get done tomorrow. I didn't get a whole lot done today because it was just so hot, and I didn't get up early enough. So I'm going to try and get up earlier in the morning, and we'll get started. So I'll see you then.